The 4 fit dimensions, purpose, format, time, readiness, all 4 must pass before a tool earns its place in the session. When I watch coaches choose well, 4 checks happen almost invisibly. They happen fast, sometimes in a few seconds between what the client says and what the coach reaches for. The coaches who are newer to deliberate selection can't always name what they're checking, but slow down those moments and a pattern emerges. They're running 4 questions in rough order almost automatically. Make those checks explicit and they become a reliable filter, something you can use deliberately, consistently, even when the session is moving quickly or you're in an unfamiliar moment. That's what we're doing in this video. Look at the 4 fit dimensions on screen: purpose, format, time, and readiness. Purpose. Does this tool actually serve the intent you named? A tool can be well designed and still miss if it's built for awareness when what the moment calls for is action. That's what 3.1 was about. You have to name the intent before you can check purpose. Format. Does how this tool works suit how this particular client engages? Some clients thrive with visual maps. Others need linear structure. Others need conversation frameworks without any paper in the room at all. Time. Does the tool fit the session window or the between session space where it would actually be used? And readiness. Is the client able to use what this tool asks of them right now? Here's the operating principle. All 4 must pass. One failure is enough to set a tool aside. Partial fit isn't fit. A tool that's right on purpose but wrong on time will push you into cramming. And cramming breaks the client's experience of the tool. A tool that's right on purpose and time, but in the wrong format for this client will feel forced. They'll comply with it, but won't own it. The filter isn't punishing. Running 4 quick checks takes 15 seconds in the flow of a session. Not running them can cost you 20 minutes of recovery, or a session that just doesn't land and you're not sure why. Picture the perfect tool on purpose. A deep life design exercise for a client who's been craving clarity about direction. This is exactly what they need, and you've been waiting for the right moment. But it needs 45 minutes of real engagement, and you have 8 minutes left in the session. Right purpose, wrong time. The temptation is to squeeze it, to start the exercise and trust that partial completion is better than waiting. Resist that impulse. A partial run of a tool that needs full depth doesn't give the client a partial benefit. It gives them an incomplete experience. The skilled move is to name it and schedule it. I have something I want to try with you, but it needs real time to breathe. Can we open with it next week? That's craft. Now imagine a 360 style reflection tool, ideal on purpose for where this client is, well suited to their format preferences, and there's plenty of session time, 3 for 4. But the client arrived today raw and defensive. Something happened before the session. You can feel the guardedness in how they're responding. Shorter answers, held posture, a flatness behind the words. Readiness fails. Forcing the tool because the plan called for it is a failure to read what's actually in the room. Same tool, different week. When the client's ground is firmer, lands exactly as designed. The tool didn't change, the readiness did. The 4th dimension overrides all 3 when it fails. I want you to pause here for a moment. Take a tool you had planned to use this week, something you'd already decided would work for a particular client. Run it through the 4 checks right now: purpose, format, time, readiness. Does it still fit? If it passes all 4, you have your confirmation. If it fails one, name which dimension and decide: do you adjust the tool, adjust the timing, or choose differently? That adjustment is the filter working. Take 30 seconds. Come back when you're ready. The 4-dimension filter turns tool selection from instinct into method. That matters for a specific reason. Instinct works reliably when you're drawing on years of experience with a specific client profile. Method works even when the client is unfamiliar. The moment is messy. The session isn't going how you planned. Coaches who build this habit consistently describe the same effect: the uncertainty about which tool compresses into a fast check, and the right choice surfaces more quickly than before. The filter doesn't slow them down, it focuses them. 4 questions, 15 seconds, every session,